From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. With durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all. You need the Kubota construction lineup. Right now, write it off a lot and write it off your taxes for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months or save up to $4,000.
Tractors, trailers, rentals.
You do it all, we do it local.
Happy holidays from Weather NorCal and our sponsors. Have a wonderful holiday season.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger. Hoping you're having a good start to your Friday, right? Of course, we got the weekend coming up here. So what's going on? Well, let's start off with our weather headlines. We're going to talk about the off and on rain that will continue through the weekend. Flooding is going to be a potential. Mudslides, debris flows, rock slides, the works, right? We know that's what's happening here. Oversaturated ground, flooding is certainly going to be a concern here. Gusty winds at times. We've seen the gusty winds the last few days. We're going to be looking at that here off and on here through the weekend. But next week, we're finally breaking away from this pattern. Winds are dying down. The skies are clearing out. It's not going to be wet. We'll be looking at more sunshine and still cool, but at least we're not going to be looking at temperatures dropping below normal. Take a look at your neighborhood forecast for the rest of the day today. I've got PM in there. Basically, we've got the rain coming in later this afternoon and evening, starting on the coast, making its way to the valley in Siskiyou County, and then eventually the eastern mountains in Modoc County, probably late afternoon, early evening here for today. All right, so there's a storm system that moved through last night and this morning. It's moving very quickly off to our east. This right here is the last in the series of atmospheric rivers we've been dealing with here all week long. There's a look at that atmospheric river. Now, the timing of this is going to be something that will determine when and where we see most of the rain here. So you can see here as we go through the day on Saturday, the aiming of this atmospheric river is all of the rain will be moving due east. So it'll be coming in from the west and then moving to the east here. And then we go into your Saturday night. You can see kind of actually Saturday afternoon, it points more up to the north. So most of the rain will be over the Pacific Northwest on Saturday, not as much for Northern California. So we start off with some wet weather on Saturday, but then by the afternoon and evening, it's kind of pointing more to the north. Then by Saturday night into Sunday, now it's aimed back over Northern California, coming in from the south and west. Snow levels drop a little bit at this point too, by the way. Then by Sunday evening, Sunday night into Monday, now it's down to our south. We no longer have the influence of that atmospheric river. And look at this. No more atmospheric rivers, at least through the beginning, even to the middle of next week. However, you can see another one that's developing right here. Now, it's mainly going to be pointed at Pacific Northwest, but it just may clip extreme Northern California. So places along the coast, especially Del Norte County, seeing a chance maybe for some showers by next Wednesday and or Thursday as well. So let's take a look at futurecasts here through the weekend. All right, so we take into this afternoon. There's that rain moving in. Now, even at 5 o'clock this afternoon, we're not seeing a lot of rain here for Modoc County or the eastern mountains, but eventually that will shift to the east here tonight and into tomorrow morning. Here's midnight tonight. We're seeing the rain, snow levels 6,000 feet or higher, very high snow levels. But notice the movement of this rain. Remember I was talking about the positioning of that atmospheric river. All of the rain is moving due east. That's the case as we go into Saturday morning as well. See how it's moving due east here. So everyone's seeing that chance for rain. Now it does look like we're seeing some shadowing for places Red Bluff southward, so not as much rain as say Redding will see. I think Redding will see more rain here out of this series of kind of storms kind of passing on through. But then look what happens. As we go into Saturday afternoon, all of this is shifting back up to the north. That atmospheric river was pointed in this direction. Now, as we go into Saturday afternoon, it points back up to the north over the Pacific Northwest. Look at all the snow they're seeing, look at all the rain they're seeing, but for us, we're not seeing much. Of course, I think places like Del Norte County seeing kind of the southern edge of that, seeing a better chance for rain, but I think we'll be drier by the time we get into Saturday afternoon for many of us. Yeah, a stray sprinkle, a light shower here and there, but the bulk of the rain still up to our north. But then by Saturday night into Sunday, that all shifts to the south, and now it's aimed right at us, and we've got that rain. Now, as I mentioned, snow levels will be dropping slightly, down to about 4,000 to 5,000 feet, but we're getting that steady, moderate to heavy rainfall overnight Saturday into early Sunday. But look what happens as we go through Sunday afternoon. Here's Sunday around noon. It's shifting more to the south, so we're seeing most of the rain to the east. But once again, we're seeing the shadowing over parts of the valley, and then it kind of rides up those mountains, and that helps to support more of that rain and snow that we're seeing in the eastern mountains. That's noon on Sunday. And by Sunday afternoon, about 5 p.m., still a leftover snow flurry here and there, a little bit of activity to the north and west, but overall, we're starting to see things begin to dry out. All right, so there's a look at your forecast rainfall totals. As expected, we're seeing most of it the north end of the valley around Redding, and you don't see nearly as much down to the south. And because of the shadowing, we're only seeing, maybe a tenth to a 1,500th of an inch of rainfall for places like Willows and Corning. A bit more out to the north and east, and a lot more as we take a look at the amount of rain we expect here for the north coast. Now, the ground is very saturated. So anything we do see, any rain we do see on top of that, we do run that risk of flooding. We're looking at the creeks and streams and rivers rising, low-lying areas could see some localized flooding, and we also run that risk of mudslides, debris flows, and even rock slides. That risk gets even higher, especially the north and west for Saturday and even Sunday. So these are all things we need just to be aware of as we do go into the weekend, because that rain could create some problems when it comes to flooding. All right, take a look at the snowfall totals, and you can see you have to go above 6,000 to 7,000 feet before you start seeing anything significant. And it could be significant. We're talking several feet of snow above probably 7,000 to 8,000 feet. But you can see some of the mountain areas, all right, probably maybe a mix, places like Chester and Alturas, but it won't amount to much. So we looked at the timing of all of this through Sunday. All right, so now what's happening is we got high pressure building in, and these storms are staying to our north. The next atmospheric river is beginning to take shape, and see where most of the rain is, Washington, Oregon, but it is just clipping northwestern California, so Crescent City, Del Norte County could see a stray shower on Wednesday and or Thursday as well. Now, could this shift to the south? We'll see, but high pressure looks to be pretty strong. That may prevent much rain from making its way for the rest of us. So you take a look at the winds. Of course, we've been windy off and on the last few days, and that'll be the case here through this weekend too. There's tomorrow morning, a little breezy for the valley, also to the east. Not as bad, though, to the west. But by Saturday afternoon, those pick back up. For the coast, still breezy, gusty here for the valley, and not to mention off to the east as well. Now look at this. By Saturday night, early Sunday morning, this is midnight Sunday, 30, 40, even 50 miles per hour again. Could we see more power outages? Not out of the question. We've got very gusty winds for Siskiyou County, Modoc County, even some gusty winds for the valley. So another wind event, if you will, for Saturday night and early Sunday morning. In fact, here's Sunday morning at 5 a.m., winds getting a little bit stronger for parts of the valley, Siskiyou County to the east. But the winds starting to subside at least by Sunday morning for the coast. Let's take you into Sunday afternoon, and as the rain moves out, the winds will start to die down as well. Winds no longer an issue by Sunday night into Monday. All right, so here's a look at your forecast for today. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Now, again, we're going to be looking at that rain eventually developing here later on this afternoon, but looks like it's going to be kind of picking up in chances here from west to east throughout the rest of the afternoon. Showers off and on through the weekend. We are dry by the time we get into Monday. New Year's Day, looking dry. Temperatures upper 50s. So you'll notice, yeah, we're drying things out, but temperatures really aren't changing much. You can see I still got a slight chance in there for Monday and another chance for showers, especially towards, say, Del Norte County, maybe northern Humboldt County, seeing a chance for showers Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Otherwise, the inland areas, Trinity County, you should be dry through next week. Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the eastern mountains, off and on rain. Snow levels dropping slightly by Sunday, and then we're dry, but not much more. In fact, cooler by Monday, Tuesday, New Year's Day, a high of 45 for Mount Shasta City, and then back up to the mid to upper 40s by Thursday. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening at 6. Have a great afternoon.
Wiggly mouth.
Woggy mouth.
No.
Painting.
Wiggy mouth.
It's Woogie Moth Painting.
It's Wogamoth painting, and yes, we'll paint anything.